hear me? I should check, I can't see. Yep, okay, good. So I want you to stand with your feet together. Separate the toes, heels behind. And I want you to feel your big toe, little toe, and heel. And I want you to really kind of ground through those 3 points. And that's going to feel like a sense of lift in those heels, in the arches. And we're just going to go ahead and rock forward and backwards. And I want you to feel the change of pressure between the toes and the heels. And I want you to now find that middle point where you've got a nice even pressure through all those 3 points and find that nice lift in the arches. We're then going to go ahead and soften your knees. And then your hands on your hips. So we're going to imagine our pelvis is a bucket of water. And we can pour water out the front and we can pour it out the back. So you're just going to rock between those 2 positions. Forward and backwards. Now we're going to try and find that middle point again. And then we're going to go ahead and raise our hands to our rib cage here. And we're going to take a nice breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let that rib cage soften down, back, and in. Another deep breath in and out again for me. All the way out. In and out one more time. I want you to place your arms down by your sides. I want you to smile through those shoulders. Open up those shoulder blades. Feel that sense of connection in the shoulder blades. Then we're going to imagine a helium balloon attached to our head and raising that head up towards that ceiling. We're just going to take a moment here. Take a few deep breaths in and out. We're going to go ahead and start to try and set our senses. So we're going to imagine a belt around our waist. And you want to imagine like you're tightening that belt 2 or 3 notches. So kind of drawing that belly button up and in. So I want you to take a breath in. And as you breathe out, tighten that belt, draw that belly button up and in. And I want you just to appreciate that kind of tense tightening in the lower abdominals there. This is going to be your sensor. And this is this position that we want you to try and keep throughout the class today. So we're going to go ahead and start with our offering. So bring your arms up, palms upwards. Shoulders are nice and open still here. And we're going to go ahead and open the arms and back in. Breathe out and in. Out. In. 2 more here. And then we're going to go into a Cleopatra. So we're on this next one here. As we breathe out, we're going to flow the arms so palms are facing down. And then return and breathe back in. Breathe out. And back in. Make sure that we haven't locked the knees and we still feel like good, nice, even pressure through our feet. Perfect. For this next one here, I want you to hold those arms out, palms down here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into our spine twist. So I'm going to get you to breathe out and rotate towards the back behind you. And breathe back in. And to the opposite side, out. And back in. I want you to think about your hips as you're doing this. Make sure that facing straight towards the front of the room. This next one, as you go back, hold that there, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, try and go a little bit further. And return back to the middle. Breathe out, hold, breathe back, breathe in, breathe out and go a little further, and back in. So we're just gonna do 2 more here. 1 more to each side. I'm just gonna check to make sure everyone can hear. Everyone's doing okay. Perfect, you all look great. Keep going. Good, and then flow those arms back to that middle point, arms out to the side. We're gonna go into a side body stretch here. So we're gonna reach this time, left arm up towards the ceiling, Right arm down toward your feet and back into the middle, into the opposite side. And again, breathe out here and into return. If you want to add a little bit of stretch in the middle, you can hold, take a breath in, breathe out, and go a little bit further, deeper into that stretch. Appreciate it down the side of your body here. Wake everything up this morning and back in. Reach to your opposite side. Breath in, breathe out, and go a little bit further. Wherever you're at, just do one more to each side. Yeah. Arms down here. We're gonna go into a squat. So we're gonna go ahead and raise the arms up as we squat down. Make sure that the knees don't collapse inwards as you go. So down, arms go up. As you return, arms come down by your side. Push through those heels and really squeeze. As you come up, squeeze those glutes as you come up, just standing here. Sorry, something just popped up on my screen. Apparently I got a gift from Zoom. On this next one, as you come up, we're gonna go onto our tiptoes. And back down. Squat, into our tiptoes. If you don't feel this is appropriate, just keep doing your squats. If you're feeling off balance, check in with that center and make sure that we haven't lost that nice control for the abdominal region. 2 more here. And relax. We're gonna go into a little bit of a wider stance now. So toes apart again, heels behind, and then toes one more time out into our plie squat. This time we're gonna go down and up. And notice when you're going down, I want you to look at those knees. Make sure that they're not collapsing inwards, that they're pushed out, and you can see the inside of your feet as we're in this position. Warming up these legs here. This time we're gonna hold it here, and we're just gonna do like little pulses. At any time you can come up for a rest. Try and see if you can hold it for those last few seconds. Stop the bouncing, and now we're gonna raise one heel and the opposite heel. In this position, we want to imagine that we're in between 2 planes of glass. We don't want to break it. We want to keep nice and controlled. So go ahead and hold here. And I just want you to rotate towards your left leg. Keep those knees out. We're going to hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rotate to your right side. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return to the middle. And I want you to think about really pushing through those heels as we squeeze up. Shake those legs out if you need. Nice work. So we're gonna go ahead and do our balance challenge. If you need anything like a foam roller or anything like that, feel free to just bring it if you need it. We're gonna go onto our left leg. Toe can be turned out just a little bit, knee softened. Make sure that we got that nice posture that we had in the beginning here. And we're gonna go ahead and start on your left side, tap out that right leg, and we're just gonna do some little mini taps. Thinking about those hips, you want them facing towards the front of the room. Make sure that they're not rotating one side or the other. Hands on the hips if you want, or down by your side. Go ahead and lift that leg and hold it. So my foam rolls in the way here. And now I want you to try and do a figure 8 with that leg. Check in with that center if you feel like you're off balance. Glutes should be burning both sides. That's okay. Nice work. And then we're gonna go ahead and bring the knee up into a 90 position. And we're gonna go ahead and then straighten it out behind you. So from the side, that's gonna look a little bit like this. To 90, and then back, and squeeze that glute. Don't arch your back to get further. Keep that center in control. Here, squeeze back. You really feel that glute squeeze as we go. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Nice work. We're going to switch to the opposite leg. So you're going to stand on the right side now, or we're just going to do a little taps here. Good. Hold it up. And we're going to do a figure 8s. You might notice that one side's not quite as stable as the other. That's completely normal. It might just be something that you might want to think about working a little bit more on in your own time too. Good. Bring that leg up to that 90 position and to extend. I feel my glute working. I hope you will do too. We got 5 more hit. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work, everyone. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go down onto our mats now. So I want you to have the head cushion on one side and you're going to be on the other. We're going to set up just like we did. Feet out, heels behind. And we're going to sit out nice and tall, reach all the way up towards the ceiling. And as you come down, you're going to bring your chin to your chest. And we're going to roll down as though we're peeling off like Velcro from a wall. And down. Let those arms hang heavy. Take a deep breath in here and breathe out. On this next breath out, you're going to roll back up, little by little. Deep breath in, reach up. One more breath in as you breathe out, roll down again. And this time we're going to go into a little ball. Hands and knees, hands and feet here, rolling down to our knees and coming out into kind of an all fall position. You want your hips over your knees. Hands can be a little bit out in front of about eye level. Is completely fine here. And we're going to go into a push-up series. So I want you to just sit here, take a breath in and breathe out. And I want you to feel that sense of lift again in that belly. I don't want anybody to be sagging. I want you to push out for your hands. And imagine you have a glass on your back and you don't want to spill it. So we're going to here start our push-up series. We can either be here at level 1. We can come out here to level 2. Or we can go into our full for 3. So you start, choose whichever one you like, and let's go. Let's try for 10 here. So we're going to go down and up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on this last one, we're going to go down for 3 seconds and take 3 seconds to come back up. So take a breath in, breathe out, and 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, and rest. Good job. So we're going to go back into our all 4 quadruped position here. And I want you now to go ahead and extend one leg and back in. So I want you to think about here squeezing that glute, that butt cheek as we go up. Make sure that we're not arching our back to get that leg extended further. It's not about how far we can come up. It's about control. So we're going to go ahead here. Let's add a few more. 2, 1. Hold it here in that position, and we're going to do little figure eights. Really make sure that we're focusing. If you're pushing through those hands, don't let the arms sink down towards the ground. Keep that head nice and lifted. If you feel pressure on your knees, push down more with your foot into the ground. Hold that leg up here. We're going to turn the leg out towards the side and reach and back in. So we're going to do 5 here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And come back to that all 4. We're going to do the opposite side now. So reach out here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that lifted here. And let's do figure eights. I should have warned everyone I don't count very well, so you may do more than you think on one side. Feel free to count yourself. And reverse that figure eight. Yet again, one side might feel harder than the other side. That's okay. So go ahead and keep that leg lifted. Feel that glute squeeze. Turn your toe out to the side and then sweep that leg out and back in. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Bring that leg back in. We're going to stay kind of in this all ball position. Hands just a little bit further out underneath your head here, eye level. We're going to tuck our toes, and we're going to go into a leg pulling prone prep. Those of you that feel like you don't want to go ahead and do this, feel free to do some more of the ones that we just did. We're going to tuck your toes underneath you, and we're going to go ahead and raise the knees about 1 inch off the ground, and we're going to shoot out into a cannon. And then we're going to lift one leg, lift the other, and come back. But don't drop those knees down. Stay lifted off that mat. Hop back out, leg lift, opposite leg lift, and back in. And out. We got 4 more rounds of this. I thought it was 4 here. If you do feel like you need to put those knees down at all, feel free. 2, 1. Here, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Nice work. We're going to go into our shell stretch here. Child's pose. Give yourself just a little bit of a break. Those of you that want a little bit more of a stretch in the shoulders, you can pop up onto the fingers. Just take a few breaths to recover here. If it feels better to widen the legs, get a little bit deeper stretch in those hips, feel free to do that also. Everyone's doing great. We're going to go into a 5 in a second here. So if you want to go ahead and pop up, roll towards the front of the room. You've all got your head cushion, hopefully. We're going to go into our glute work here on the side. So we're just going to check in, make sure we got a good position. So I want you to bring the knees up a little to about 45 degrees. And then we're going to lift the feet up. Are they in line with our butt and our shoulders? And I want you to think about, in this position, pushing your top hip away from your shoulder. So we get that little bit of a gap through here on that bottom side. And this is going to be a mouse house. I should have put my little mouse to put in here so you can see it. So I want you to try and maintain that sense of lift and position while we're doing these exercises. So we're going to go ahead and start with our climb level 1. We're just going to open those knees and back. You can either place your hand on your hip for these, or you can place it in front of you for a little bit more support. And yet again, it's not about how far we're opening up. We're going to imagine that a drink is on our hip here, and we don't want to spill it. So I shouldn't see you rocking forward. You should be feeling it in that glute region here, that back pocket. If you're not quite getting that, feel free to roll forward just a little bit. So your belly button's pointing down towards the ground. That might help. So 2 more here. And then we're going to go ahead and raise your feet off the ground. And we're going to separate the legs again. So this is our climb level 2. You might feel the bottom hip working just as much as the top one. Completely normal, the bottom one stabilizing. So let's do 3 more here. 3, 2, 1. Keep that leg lifted, and we're going to kick out with the leg and bring back into return. Pilates is a lot about breath work. So if you feel like you want to kind of work on the breath, breathe out as you go out, in as you return. If not, just keep breathing. We don't want anyone suffocating in a class state. So let's do 2 more. Good. Lower the knees, lower the feet. And we're going to straighten out both legs. And we're going to keep that right leg still reached for the wall by your toes to get that sense of lift through here. And we're going to go into a lift, lower. Yet again, more stability with your hand in front, less stability with a hand here, your choice. 3, 2, 1. Keep it lifted there, figure eights. Little theme going on here with some figure eights today. 3, 2, 1, reverse. Oh, everybody should feel it burning in those glutes here, that back pocket region. Keep that one lifted if you can here. And we're just gonna sweep forward with the knee to a 90 position and reach back. Squeeze that glute as you come back. Only go back as far so your back doesn't arch or you lose that position. Bring the knee up and back. Keep legs same little distance apart throughout that whole movement. Don't let that leg sink as you bring it up. 2 more here. 1 and 2. Good, and relax. Bring your top leg up. Give it a little tap if you need to. Give it a little relax here. Got 1 more challenge on this side before we switch over. And that's going to be a plank challenge. So you can feel free to come up to your elbow to do your plank here. Or if you want to go ahead, you can straighten the arm. And we're going to hop up into a plank here. So let's come down. Everybody inhale to prepare whatever level you feel comfortable at. Breath in and breathe out and reach. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Nice work. Take your pillow, head cushion, opposite side. I'll try and remember what we did. Same on both sides here. So check in again, feet, butt, shoulders, all in a nice level. I didn't get that. Could you try again? And then we're going to go ahead and open for climb level 1. Everyone's doing great so far. Hopefully you feel those glutes working. That was on aim today. 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg down. Lift those feet up this time. And the same thing here again. Climb level 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep that leg lifted here, and we're going to do our kicks. 2, 3, 4, 5. Check in, make sure you get squash bill. 9, 10. Lower the knees, lower the feet. Straighten both legs out. And we're going to go ahead into a lift and lower. 4, nice work. Really feel that glute squeeze. Really feel that lifting up each time you lift and lower. Next one here, gonna hold it there. I'll figure eights. This leg's usually harder, as I said, because that opposite side was stabilizing. So it's done extra work already. Tired. Stick with it. Last little bit here. Reverse those figure eights. 2 and 1. Maintain that if we can. Keep that lift as we bring the knee up towards your chest and then strain it out and reach back. Bring it up towards the chest and back. That's 2, 3. Nice work, everyone. 4, 5. Let's just go to 8 here. 6. 2 more. You've got this. Great. Lower that leg. Bring it forward. Tap out if we need to. Got a little bit of a rest here. And we're going to go ahead back into a plank here. One more breath in and out. Pop up either into your elbow or your hands. And we're going to go into our plank. So deep breath in. As you breathe out, reach up. And we're going to hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. We're going to go ahead and roll onto our backs now for our ab series. This is the last little bit of a challenge before our cool down, so really just try and stick with it. Feel free. I'll show you some modifications as we go if you need to come down for a rest. We're going to start. You place your head cushion underneath your head here. Leave a space for your neck. Just have that head supported. And we're going to take a breath in here and out, just to recovery while I taught you guys. You want to think about, you can do all these exercises from this position, or you can make it a little bit more challenging by raising one leg into a 90 position, a tabletop, or we're going to think about rib cage to hips here. Really breathe out, squeeze that together as we raise that opposite leg. These are our positions so you can do these ab workouts in, so feel free to do it at whatever level you feel comfortable at. So we're going to start with scissors. So we're going to take a breath in, breathe out, come into whatever position you're able to do so. And we're going to go ahead and just drop one leg down and back up. Opposite leg down and back up. Imagine there's a blueberry underneath your back. You don't want to squash that blueberry. You also don't want to let it roll away. So try and maintain a nice level positioning in those hips and the back as we do all these movements here. This is scissors. If you want another challenge, you can switch in between each one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep those legs lifted. We're going to try to see if we're going to hold them up for all these exercises, but you can rest if you need to. We're now going to go ahead into a one leg stretch. So we're going to reach out, back in. Yet again, you can do this position from feet down, breathing up one at a time. Know your level. Yeah. So those here, let's just do 3 more on each side. 2 and 3. Nice work. Hold it together. Keep this position here. We're going to place our hands behind our head. This is only for support. You're not going to pull with your neck. So you're going to think about a piece between your chin and your chest. Keep that distance as we're now going to raise up into our abdo press. And you just want to come up so your shoulder blades are coming off the mat. Nothing else. Eyes should be kind of looking at your knees. This is getting tough. Feel free to squeeze those legs together. Drop those feet or bring the legs in a little bit towards you. You can keep the feet on the ground. It's completely up to you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do right elbow to left knee. Raising just the one shoulder blade up, and now left to the right knee. Alternating sides, just bringing those shoulder blades off just slightly. Don't let that blueberry disappear from underneath your back. Keep that pressure down. Here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the head, reach those arms out. We're going to go into our Pilates 100. So breathe in for 5 breaths for breath, out for breath. We're going to do that 10 times. You can also go ahead and lift the head if you want for that additional challenge. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep it its own pace here. Yet again, you got all your modifications. I forgot counting, so let's do 3 more breaths. In, out, in. Hold on, you're doing great. Last little breath in, out, and lower one leg, lower the other. We're going to go ahead for a shoulder bridge. This is the last exercise here before our rest. Take out the cushion, relax that head, bring your feet in towards your butt a little bit more for stability. We're going to go ahead, breathe in. As you breathe out, we're going to roll from the bottom up to your shoulders, off little by little here. Squeeze those glutes at the top to get that little bit of a stretch. Glute work here, rib cage down. Don't let that ribs open. And roll back down little by little. If this doesn't feel right or you know you have osteoporosis, you might just want to come straight up. Completely up to you on that one too. So another cue here, just squeezing up. Squeeze those glutes. They're probably tired by now. Roll back down. We got 2 more here. Down. Last one. And down. Great. Hug your knees to your chest here. Rock back and forth if that feels comfortable. Just give yourself a nice little break. Some breath in and out. Hopefully Zoom doesn't kick us off here. We're going to roll to the front of our room. And we're just going to go into a half kneeling position. Foot out in front. We're going to do a hip flexor stretch. Really think about still keeping nice and tall. And then we're going to push back into a hamstring stretch here. And you can kind of rock your foot up and down for additional stretch. And back up into your hip flexor. Switch sides. Up kneeling here. Come forward, feel that stretch in the front. Still feeling like I'm lifted. I'm not alternating my back to get more. And foot up. That's hamstring stretch in the back. If you want to place your head on your leg, feel free. I can't do that. Back up. Roll, come back into that half kneeling position. We're going to tuck our toes underneath us. Let the head hang heavy as you straighten those legs. Take a deep breath in as you breathe out. Stack yourself back up little by little till they're nice and tall. Reach up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in and out. One more breath in. Reach up to that ceiling and out. And you are done for today. Thank you for participating in the class. I hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully see you on Friday with Rachel. If you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourselves and chat.
Thanks, Ruth. That was fun.
Thanks, Allie. Good to see you on here.
Thank you.
Thanks. You're welcome.
Will you send out a different invite for Friday? Or is
Yeah,
it,
you'll get a different invite for Friday.
sounds
Yeah,
great?
we'll send out the same by email again. So if you don't get it, message one of us and we'll make sure we have it out to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ruth. I just want to remind you guys, if you haven't seen it, for those of you who missed the first one, it is on our YouTube channel, and we'll try to get this one up there later today. So this way you can kind of follow along with the series anytime you want.
And what's
Those of
the,
you who did the first class today, you guys did awesome. Keep up the good work. Hopefully you'll join us again.
Yeah, Friday, 9 a.m.
Yes.
so what is it under in YouTube?
You have to subscribe to the Proactive PT Center YouTube channel.
Proactive PT Center. Okay.
Is it on the link that we sent out, Rachel?
Yes, I
Okay.
believe I put a link in the email.
Oh, you did. So
Yeah, in the email with the link to this class.
Yeah.
I think there's a link to YouTube also, and it's free to subscribe. You just have to become a member or whatever.
Okay. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ruth.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
I'm glad people enjoyed it.
Good. Oh, Kitty.
I know, Mary's kitty.
Chase says it was a good class.
That's good.
Yeah, he looked like he worked hard.
He did. He and his sister did, they double teamed.
Nice.
Yeah. Double teamed you on the mat.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. They're so helpful.
Of course.
Thank you. We'll see you on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, yay.
All right.
Thanks, Mary.
Stay safe.
You
Yeah, you
too.